I'm Dr. Joy Verghese. I'm Senior Consultant Neurosurgeon and Neurointerventional Surgeon from Apollo Hospitals, Chennai. So today, what I thought is I will share with you about minimally invasive neurosurgery. So when we speak about minimally invasive neurosurgery, two important subspecialties come in that. One is endoscopic neurosurgery and the other one is endovascular neurosurgery. These may be very difficult names for you to crack, but I will explain about that. 1950s, we started neurosurgery in India. Those days, we started doing surgeries with bare eye. There is nothing else. We just look at the brain and we start operating the brain tumors and whatever the vascular lesions, whatever is there inside the brain, and come out. This is what the neurosurgery in 1950s we were practicing. In 1980s, we started getting microscopes into the field. So operate under the microscope. So better visibility, better light source in the microscope can enable us to understand the brain tumor or any other lesion inside the brain much more clearly, and we started operating with less morbidity and less mortality. So less damage to the brain and less death rates. End of 1980s, we started getting CT scans, MRI scans and all that into the field. So what happened is that we had better delineation of the brain as well as the brain tumors and other structures like blood vessels supplying the brain and all that. We can find out even before operating. We do an MRI, we do an MRI angiogram, we do a CT angiogram, we learn everything before we go inside and operate on the brain tumors. So this made us to make the surgeries less and less invasive. So in microscopic surgery, we had to put in a big incision over the scalp, then we open the skull, and then we go inside, retract the brain, and then we reach the tumor where it is, and then we start removing the tumor. This is microneurosurgery looking under the microscope. Now in the last 10-15 years, slowly we are becoming more and more minimally invasive. So what we do is, many of these lesions inside the brain, like brain tumors or any bulging inside the blood vessel which produce the hemorrhage, bleeding inside the brain, we call it aneurysms. And AV malformations, which are congenital malformations. From birth onwards, there are abnormal arteries and veins inside the brain, which produce the bleeding inside the brain, in babies as well as in grown-up individuals. These we started operating without opening the skull. How do we do that? This is done through two methods. One is, as I told you, the endoscopic surgery. The other one is the endovascular surgery. In endoscopic surgery, we put small hole, 1 or 2 centimeter size. Through that we pass in a tube we call the endoscope, which have fiber optic filaments, which allow us to see through the scope, and it will be connected to a monitor through which we can see and operate inside the brain. So minimally invasive means we are going through certain tracks through which we can reach the brain by opening very minimal inside on the skull and reach inside, deep inside tumors by using the endoscope and remove the tumor and come out. The other branch is endovascular surgery. When the moment we say endovascular means we are inside the blood vessel. There are certain lesions inside the brain which produces bleeding inside the brain. These lesions are situated in the arteries supplying the brain. Either it could be an aneurysm or it could be an arteriovenous malformation. When we say aneurysm, what is an aneurysm? It is a balloon-like swelling of the artery. The artery is the tube which takes the blood from the heart towards the brain, the oxygenated blood. These tubes which get balloon-like swelling and that ruptures, which produces the hemorrhage. Patient being unconscious and serious, and they take to the hospital, they do an angiogram and find out that there is an aneurysm or a balloon-like swelling which has ruptured. Now and find out if it's there, especially if your parents had it, your close relatives had it, go for an angiogram and find out if you have it, and then screen properly. I would say if you are hypertensive, at least every 3 years.
What is the symptoms? What symptoms of the particular?
If there is a hemorrhage, usually the patient will say that I had a headache today morning which I never experienced in my life. The moment the patient says that I had a headache which I have never experienced in my life, understand that it is a bleed. Usually we know that many patients have migraine. They will say that, oh, I had a headache. I used to get it before also. I had it 3 months back. I had 2 months back. My mother also used to get headache. That is, we have headaches or vascular headache, we call it, generalized migraine headaches. We can give some tablets and that's enough. But the moment patient say that I had a headache today morning, I never had such a headache. It is blasting in my head. He requires
Should
evaluation.
consult a doctor.
Consult a neurologist and evaluate whether it is due to any of these problems.